So welcome to all of you. My name is Axelle and I'm the Executive Director of Access Alliance. And before I give you my prepared welcome, I just want to, from my heart, say welcome to all of you. One of the things that Access Alliance is very committed to is trying to reduce barriers that people face coming to Canada. And barriers are, there's all different kinds of barriers. Barriers to accessing health services, barriers to education, barriers to, and barriers for all kinds of different reasons. And so a lot of the work we do is focused on the individual level, but it's also looking at systemic issues. So I think this initiative is a combination of acknowledging that there are so many individuals like you that are internationally educated that bring an amazing amount of skills, experience, and capacity, and you encounter barriers. And so how can we work with you to support your pathway and where we can help to mitigate the impact of barriers, but at the same time we certainly are focused on those systemic pieces. How do we look at challenges that people face in education, in the employment sphere, whether it's because of restrictive practices or in bias in processes, or lack of recognition of credentials, or past experience, this notion of plain experience. So I feel very proud to be in the room with all of you who bring so much of that skill and capacity. And I also feel very proud to be part of Access Alliance that really is trying to work collaboratively with you. So I am so pleased to welcome you to this first meeting of our immigrant research network. The name has gone through various permutations. Yeah. In my heart, I know what we're doing. I just need to be reminded what exactly we're calling it. But it's a support network. It's about peer support. And really, over these meetings, we want you to tell us what makes best sense for you, what is most meaningful for you, and then we will try to facilitate that as best we can. So this represents a new stage in the development of the Immigrant Insight Scholars Initiative, which Yogendra, I don't know if Yogendra is going to have an official role, but he's our senior researcher, and Yogendra and I spent a couple of years sitting on a table going, God, how do we get this going? We have this idea, we have this idea, we have this idea. And then to create a fellowship program, we finally had the great idea of bringing Ted in, who just helped us get it going, and brought then other people to the table too. Some of our advisory committee members are here today. I know you've had a chance to talk to them. So, and then as we were having all these conversations, we thought there was so much interest in the fellowships that we wanted to create this peer support network. So, the fellowships launched a bit over a year ago, but the thinking started a couple of years before that. So, the need for this broader peer support network was identified by the broader advisory committee at its first meeting, and the focus is to accelerate the path to professional employment for a broader group of people than can participate in the fellowship program. The fellowship program, we know, is very limited. It's where we can find partnerships that have money. You know how it is in research, and it's all about money, and we're still learning how we can find dollars and leverage dollars for the fellowship. But we have been working with our partners and our funders to make this vision a reality. So we're going to be offering tonight some information. We hope you find it interesting and useful, but we will be, as I said, listening to learn from you about your interests, your needs, so that we can plan our next meetings. And we're very committed to ensuring that these meetings are meaningful, and we hope to grow this network. And we know that there are people interested in the work we're doing, and we're going to be reaching out and seeing what additional support we can get for this network. So welcome.